Arkansas, per request and long overdue. These are the kits that I sell and basically how they kind of fit together, and I've sold quite a few of these. The two you're looking at right now are the basic kits. The one on the left is microgreens, the one on the right is lettuce and or greens. You can grow things other than lettuce. So let's discuss these a little bit. These again are the basic kits. This is my antifungal. I also sell that. That's quite popular. I sell a bunch of those. I sell them every day, actually. Okay, so this is the basic lettuce kit. Let me look in the, make sure you can see me. Yeah, okay, see the kit. The basic lettuce kit has a top here, grow top. It's the basic grow top. It has two 1-inch net cups, and below that is the air integration system along with a divider here. Let me set this down here. That separates the two lettuces, or whatever's growing, so that they're easy to harvest. That's attached. It comes with 4 Oasis cubes to get you started, and a clean out tool for the air injection support to help keep it clear. And also you can punch additional holes. That's how they fit together. You've got the 1020 tray, the air injection tray, and the top with 2 of those, and the Oasis cubes in the cleanup. So that is a basic lettuce kit. And I've got a whole video coming up on start to finish grow, the number of days and all that, but I've been growing in them for some time now, and you may have seen them in other videos. So that is the basic. What happens when you order the deluxe kit, you get the same system here. Wait a minute. The deluxe kit, sorry, comes with the cut and come top, and this is the cut and come top. 16 total Oasis cubes and 8 total 1-inch net cups. The purpose of this kit, or this cut and come top, is so that you can grow up to 8 different types of lettuce or greens. For example, I'm going to start one soon when it has basil, several different kinds of lettuce, kale. And the point of this and why it's so close is that when they get up of size and their leaves are about this big, maybe a little bigger, you can take and just cut around the outside, those little leaves on the outside, and you do it with all these different kinds of lettuce and greens, and you got yourself a wonderful salad. 2 or 3 days later, they've already regrown. The other leaves, because lettuce grows from the inside out, the other leaves are bigger now, and you can continue to do that over and over for a very long time. So that's the basic kit. It comes with more net cups, more Oasis cubes, and it comes with a cut and come top. Now back to what I was showing. The Head Start top is the basic top that comes with the basic, except it has 2 extra holes here. And I'm going to show you a little clip of video here. The purpose of this is that if you can have perpetual lettuce if you take 2 or 3 of these and you grow them like a week or so apart. One big head of lettuce is like 4 meals. And so if you grow a week apart, you'll have perpetual lettuce. Well, what the Head Start holes do is they allow you to have 2 that will act like 3 and probably even 4, because once these lettuce, for example, if you use lettuce, once they get of some size to them, you start another grow here before these get full size. By the time these are ready to harvest, say in another tray, you take these 2 and you put them in the other tray. So if you don't want to use the Head Start top, you can treat it as a regular grow top just by putting these little plugs in here. Everything in this whole kit, let me pick that up, it dropped. is food grade. I went to great lengths to make sure everything here that could touch something that you're going to eat is food grade. I just noticed this too. It has a little indentation here, a lid, so you can take your finger and lift it up. If you have a nail, or just stick a little something, that'll help lift it up so you can add more nutrient to the bottom. Now, when they're small, when a grow is small, they don't drink a lot of water. But as they get good size, hit the thing there. As they get good size, they'll start drinking it pretty good, and you'll have to add water to it, which isn't a big deal. I just keep a gallon, and all I do is I lift it up and I pour it into the bottom tray there, no problem, whatever, let it back down. This whole system, once you get it set and the tray has got little lettuces growing in it, it is basically set it and forget it. These things, as long as they have light and the air system running to it, it will continually grow, and all you have to do is lift up, monitor how much nutrient is in the bottom tray, and add more, which literally takes seconds once a day. So that is the lettuce top, the difference between the basic and, well, let me keep these in here. I'm going to set it aside here. The difference between the basic and the deluxe with the optional Head Start holes. Set that aside. Did I talk about my antifungal? Ooh, antifungal. Antifungal. This is live action. Sorry, I have a weird sense of humor. Just ask my family. Anyway, all right, so what we've got here is the basic Microgreens kit. First off, what you're looking at, the top is a 2-inch dome. This dome I no longer paint because there are instances where you need a clear dome, like with what I discovered with beets and chard, and others like cilantro. When they first start growing, they need light, but the roots haven't set well enough to take the lid completely off. So that's one of the things with beet chard and like cilantro and some other herbs. So you need a top that is clear. But before, you can also use it by covering it with like a piece of dark plastic or a couple face towels, for example. Just put it over the top. The blackout part of a grow is typically over by 4 days. So putting something on top of this for a couple days is not a big deal. So I no longer paint these, because that means you'd have to have a clear one and a dark one, and it just makes sense to put a little bit of a cover on there. Even though the outside only is painted, the inside isn't painted. When I painted them before, it was still food safe, even if you decide to paint it. Okay, what we've got here is the cover, and if you've got my book, you've read the importance of the cover. This is a weighted piece of the assembly, the basic Microgreens kit, that sits right above the seed, and it does several things. It locks in moisture, it keeps the seed moist like the soil does. It also provides an upward pressure, so as the seeds begin to grow, they're going to want to come upwards, and they're going to run into this weighted platform. Now this weighs about 3 pounds, 3 to 4 pounds. And so as it pushes up, a bunch of them, it'll eventually push it up. If you watch my videos, you'll see where it'll push it flat up, no problem. Especially sunflowers and peas, it'll lift 15, 20 pounds easily. And so once it lifts, this cover is designed to sit like it is. Once it lifts it up a little bit, you're ready to take it off and expose it to light. And by that time, it has already grown the roots through this polypropylene food grade screen and down into the reservoir, where it'll have plenty to drink for a long period of time. Okay, so we're still on the basic kit. I'm going to get in the deluxe kit in just a minute. All right, let's talk about screens. You already know I just said that these are polypropylene, and I've got two different sizes. This is what I call the medium, and this is what I call small. The small covers small seed like shiso, celery, amaranth, and other really tiny seeds. So the purpose of the screen basically is to stabilize the roots and keep the seed from falling through the mesh tray. And that is my signature for microgreens. I'm the first one to do that. And all I did was I determined that I needed well, first I used paper towels. But anyway, I ended up using screen and migrated all the way to food grade screen. And so getting back to this was very small seed. And the majority of people who buy screens from me, and have been doing it for a very long time now, they'll buy like 25% small screens and 75% medium screens. And the reason why they do that is because they've figured out that almost all microgreens use a medium screen. And this covers everything, every type of microgreen there is, except for the really small screen we just talked about, and very large seed that would grow directly on the mesh tray. And that includes things that are too big to fall through the mesh tray. And that's the way you want to do it. You want to grow the seed or screen based on the size of the seed. If the seed won't fall through the mesh tray, then you use the mesh tray. If it won't fall through the medium screen, then you use the medium screen. If it falls through these two, then use the small screen. And this is really small screen, so it'll fit in there. Okay, so that's it for screens. And like I said, the medium screen grows almost all of them, except for the really small and the really big, like beans, peas, and sunflowers. So we've already talked about this. This is the support system for the screens and serves as the grow. If you want to call it a medium, the piece of plastic medium, you can do that. Below this is the air injection system and the 10-20 tray. And that's the way they sit in. The 10-20, then the air injection tray, then a top. And the mesh, what I call the mesh tray. After you do that, you put a screen on, you sprinkle the seeds on, and then you put the cover on. If you go to my microgreens playlist, you will see me do this over and over and over and over. So if you're new, no sweat. Just go over to the microgreens playlist and watch a ton of them. I got a lot of them. Okay, so what's the difference between this, the basic, and the deluxe kit? The deluxe kit allows you to grow the taller microgreens, the microgreens that you want to black out completely for the grow, or that when they get taller, like sunflowers will get like this tall and they'll just flop over. When they flop over, especially another type of microgreen like peas or something, you don't want to black out. I mean, you want to keep them blacked out so they grow completely in the dark. If you had this small tray like this, they would flop over and you'd never get a dome back on them. Okay, so this is the 7-inch dome. But before we put the 7-inch dome on, we need to, the deluxe kit also comes with nutrients, and these nutrients are enough for 25 gallons. And it's a special blend of nutrients. It's master blend based. It's almost the way master blend says it, but this is finely ground, and I've got a video on showing how to do that. So if you want to look that up, not a problem. Okay, so what this comes with, the deluxe kit, is it comes with an adapter tray that sits on top. Actually, I need to take the 1-inch tray off. Take the 1-inch tray off, you put an adapter on, and then you put the taller tray on. The taller tray keeps the microgreens that grow tall corralled more. And with a dome on top, like so, you can cover the dome or you can paint the dome black, and you will have completely blackout grows like you see my blackout blondes, which are peas that are grown completely in blackout phase. And then when you harvest them, they're like the full height of this. In fact, they lift the dome off. And because they're grown in the dark, they're blondish color instead of dark green. And they don't have the tendrils, and the leaves are really small. They're very crisp and they're very delicate, a lot more delicate than if they're greened up. And that between those peas and sunflowers and mung beans are another one that are really great if you grow them completely blacked out. They taste really, really good. Let's see, what else we grow? Beans of any kind. What's that one that's like a pea? I'm trying to think of it. I can't think of it, but it's like a really big pea. It tastes similar to pea too. If I think about it, I'll mention it. Okay, so anyway, if you have this deluxe kit, which comes with the adapter tray and the 2.5-inch tall tray, you also get 2 screens that are designed to fit the 2.5-inch tall tray. They're a little smaller than the 1-inch tray, believe it or not, and you can also grow directly in the same seed you grow with the 1-inch tray. You can also grow with the 2.5-inch tray using the tall tray and the tall dome or the short dome. So the difference between the basic microgreens kit and the deluxe microgreens kit is that the deluxe allows you to grow in every which kind of microgreen you want to grow at all. Absolutely at all. Not only that, of course, you can use everything just to grow transplants for your garden or anything else. So it doesn't have to be exactly for microgreens. That's just what I developed it for. Each one of these kits, and the lettuce kit too, I don't think I showed that, comes with a clean out tool. I think I did talk about it with the lettuce. Anyway, the kits come with a clean out tool that allows you to keep the air ports nice and open if they ever get clogged, and it doesn't happen very often. It also serves as a punch tool. You punch and turn and it'll make holes for additional holes if you want to do that. So that's the way it goes. The deluxe kit, you got the 1020, you got the air injection tray, you've got the adapter kit, and then the 2.5. If you don't use the 2.5, then you can just substitute it for the 1-inch tray, and bam, you're good to go. Alright everybody, this is Brent. I just wanted to show you the difference, and I will plop in some grows of various types of microgreens grown this way.